Hey there folks, welcome to the channel, or if you've been here before, welcome back. We appreciate having you with us. Today we're back in the kitchen and we're going to make some classic cheese dips, some chili con queso. Now, I'm going to be using this old recipe book of my granny's here, and I'm going to have to make a couple small changes because there's a couple ingredients in here that I don't have, but it's going to be pretty close. And it's going to turn out pretty good, I'm pretty sure. Stick with me and find out. Alright, step one here is we've got our pan heating up, and we're going to throw in some onion. Probably don't need all of that. Why not? I don't measure, you know that by now if you've been here before. We're going to let that heat up and give it a good stir around, and I'll be back with you once we're ready to add in some more ingredients. Alright, so we've cooked these onions off for a bit. They're starting to go a little bit translucent and starting to brown off a little bit. I did add a little bit of oil to the pan just to keep everything from sticking. Now I'm going to add a can of chopped tomatoes. This is one of those things that I've had to swap out slightly. The recipe actually calls for a can of tomatoes in chilies. So that's basically just a can of chopped tomatoes that already has chilies chopped up in it. Didn't have any of those around or available, so I'm just going to up the amount of the other chilies and powders and things that I'm adding to the mix to make up for it. Should still be fine. Now then, I need some paprika, and I'm actually going to add some hot paprika and some smoked paprika. The recipe does not actually specify which one we need. I like both, so I'm going to add both. And it also specifies chili powder. Well, I'm going to add cayenne powder. Cayenne is a chili. Plus, we can get the chilies from the tomatoes before, so I think that's a fair trade. I mean, it's going to be me eating it, so, you know. No, believe me though, this will turn out really nice. I'm going to splash and make a mess, as always. Clear some of that up a bit. Alright. Now then, I want to add in some garlic, and I've got just the end of a jar of lazy garlic here that I'll go ahead and throw in. And I'm going to add in some black and red pepper. The recipe actually calls for just red pepper, but I like the mixed. And some salt. Stir that around a bit, get it cooking off. Now, I know what you're thinking. I said this was a cheese sauce, and there's no cheese yet. Don't worry, it's coming, but we're not quite there yet. Next up, and I went ahead and mixed this up earlier, this is basically just a mixture of flour and water. That's going to help to get our thickness right. Okay. And now that we've got that, we're going to give this about 5 minutes to cook. Let all of this get to know each other, and then we will finally add the cheese to this cheese sauce. Hey y'all, just a quick pop in while I'm doing some editing on some videos here to remind you that if you are interested in the recipes that I am posting on the channel, I am now posting those to a Patreon. The link is below in the description. So for $1 a month, you can go on there, you can get all the recipes. You can chat with other people on there. I'll make sure that I do respond on there. Also, if you're interested in the tools that I'm using on the channel, those are also all down below. You can get those on Amazon, no extra cost to you, but it does mean that you are supporting the channel. And by all means, I do say often, barbecue's expensive, guys, so I do appreciate any and all support you guys can give. Thank you again, and I'll let you get back to the video now. Right, so we've let all of this cook off a bit more. Now we're going to add our cheese. And the cheese that I'm adding here is a mix of colored and uncolored cheddars. It's pretty much just when we get towards the end of a block, I throw it in our Ninja food processor and grate it up. And we've got it in the fridge, ready to go. Now, I'm going to give this cheese a bit of time to melt. And while it's melting, a bit of a hack for you, if you are interested. If you ever want tortilla chips and you don't have any, just take some normal tortillas, chop them up, and throw them in the fryer. And you have some very quick, easy tortilla chips. Right, I'm going to give that a couple minutes, and then I'll show you where we're at. Alright, and there we have it. We've given it a few minutes for everything to melt in nicely, and it's done. I'm just going to grab one of our tortilla chips that I've just made, and we're going to try it. Alright, so there we are. It's got spice to it, it's got cheese creaminess, it's got tomatoiness, but none of them are overpowering. That's nice. I'm going to go get Joanne, and we're going to have a lot more of this for lunch. That's going to be all for today though, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and we'll cook some more. See you then. Bye.